EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming to you today from Portland. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. We've got Murray. Bol is out there with Jokic. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Millsap in at the 3 slot. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the center position.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Here's Denver now. He dishes it to Bol. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Millsap with it. Lillard picks him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. Portland on defense. And Porter, here we go. Jokic.
Great defensive effort from Nurkic. Does not make that shot easy one bit.
Covington passes to Lillard. Back to Covington. Lillard against Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Think about just how much focus Lillard has every year about his drive to be one of the best guards in the league. Whether it's recognized or not by an all-star appearance really doesn't have an impact on how he approaches the game.
Now here's Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
Here's Lillard. Shoots the 3. Millsap grabs the miss. Murray outside. He feeds it to Bol. Back to Murray. Pass to Bol. Shoots over Covington, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And like his father, Manu, Bol's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Trailblazers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And a deep 3 from Lillard. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5.
And the lid's off. They're 1 for 4 to begin this one, but that shot might just get them going.
Murray surveying the D. And he converts the layup.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Inside, Jokic with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it over Lillard. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. McCollum dishes to Covington. Jokic with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break for 3. Murray hits it from 3-point range. He's got 7.
Yeah, Murray there dialing 1 before that shot. Different area code.
Here's Lillard. 5 points in the game. To the inside. Millsap with the steal. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, a big man who can really dish it out. Jokic really reliable, setting up his teammates.
Trailblazers trail by 7. And the pass to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Murray against Lillard. Rocket 6. Off target from the wing.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
The kick out to Porter. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
Murray with it. He's got 9. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That's his first foul for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Robert Covington. Now here's Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Shoots over Lillard. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Murray.
Well, the confidence just keeps growing with Jokic and his shot. Pretty much ready to shoot as soon as it touched his hands.
Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. Basket counts.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Murray. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Murray right side. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got 14 points for the game. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Nuggets lead by 10. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Greg, we know
when I'm training in the summer.
The team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We've got C.J. McCollum. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Dozier. That shot off. And it's Portland the other way. McCollum passes to Simons. Right side, Jones. Pass to Simons. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another. You know, all the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from it.
Gordon, the pass to Barton. And it's McGee. It's out the key. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McGee's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nuggets.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Kicks to Kanter. Jones, the pass to McCollum. To the middle. Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Now here's Jones. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Gordon. The Blazers getting the bucket. Najee passes to McGee. Najee, the second chance points on the tip in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Jones for 3. Tips it, and the second chance effort by McCollum. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Sometimes CJ, just with movement alone, finds himself in the right spot, and this time picks up a couple of garbage points.
Now here's Gordon. Buries it down low. Gordon's got 6.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
McCollum kicks to Anthony. McCollum against Barton, and the shot goes down. 6 points for him.
Well, he's just so good as C.J. McCollum at when to put the ball down on the floor and penetrate to the inside.
Now here's Barton. He's covered closely. Pass to Najee. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Jones is running. And good that time.
I mean, the stroke looks good. He's moving well out there. What a sensational start to this game. Perfect from the field.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Anthony against Gordon. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. A putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nuggets lead by 12.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The 3 from McCollum, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Nice job on.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Jamal Murray had a huge first quarter. He had 14 points and 2 assists.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Bowles. Michael Porter's out there with Murray. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Millsap in at the 3, the small forward.
Love the floor spacing with this offense because Jokic at the center can move the ball just about anywhere you want. And now he's attacking the paint.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays. At 280 pounds, I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
Murray against Lillard. Now here's Murray. Guarded closely. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
This is one of those games where we're not seeing him slow down, so we're in for something real special from Jamal Murray.
And it's Lillard missing.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now, here's Jokic. Murray outside. Goes back up. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Jokic has got 8 points.
Now, sometimes there's passes and then there's precision passes. Murray with one of those there.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard with the bucket. He's got 11.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
Well, if Murray gets his slashing game together like that, that's a good sign for his offense. Love how confident he is.
Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Millsap from the arc. Another 3 for Denver.
And that kind of shot is falling for Millsap. It has to be concerning for the opposition.
Lillard outside. He gets that one.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. The pass to Porter. 1:37 left to play here in the third. Dishes to Bull. And that one drops. Bull's got 4 points this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
3-pointer. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. He can't hit that time. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets leading by 21. The dish to Bull. Murray against Lillard. And there's Murray on the assist by Bull. Murray's got 20 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
A floater, and Lillard lays it up and in.
Well, the defense sinking and filling the lane, but Lillard stops short and floats one over the top.
43 seconds left to play in the third. Murray kicks to Bull. And it's Jokic in the corner. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Lillard surveying the D. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Carmelo really has great footwork down low, showing off the feel right there when he gets near the paint.
Murray outside. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And so it's Denver in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Nuggets leading by 23. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
And stolen by Murray. Green with the ball. Now Anthony defending. And that one's good. Jokic.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Trailblazer shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Kept alive. Here's Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
Like when his motor is running and he's playing with high levels of energy, Kanter is a monster on the offensive glass.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Murray for three. Powell pulls it in.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's falling here since.
Anthony finds Canner. And Canner throws it down.
The sheer strength of Cantor really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
The Nuggets leading by 23. Now Murray. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Campazzo, guarded by Powell. Campazzo, and it's Portland with the rebound. Here's Jones. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. That shot off, and it's Portland the other way. And now Portland on the break. And the basket by Jones.
And now you're starting to see them just turn up the tempo a little bit.
Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And just miss after miss right now.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Murray outside. And a missed layup. Trailblazers trail by 19. And the basket by Jones.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
So it's Denver now, after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And again, Denver no good. To the paint, here's Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Melo showing that he's still got it down there, gets enough space to get up and get to the rim.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Jokic, a three-pointer off the mark.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Pass to Gordon. Outside, Green. Back to Gordon. To end the cold streak, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Denver.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jamal Murray.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too.
Here's Murray after Enes Kanter's basket. Murray outside. Down low. And it's Green with the jam.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Powell inside. He's covered by Murray, and he comes up with the deuce.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Can't hit that one. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg. It's now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3 spot. Covington passes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Covington. Launches a 3. That one doesn't drop. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Lillard finds McCollum over Richardson. Kicks it out to Covington. Lillard from outside, just 5 on the clock. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Richardson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Here's Powell, got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. Yep, that one goes in there. Now, here's Doncic. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And that one drops for him.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Three-pointer, Lillard. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. Doncic has got 5 points so far.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Richardson against McCollum. Out to Doncic. Fires from deep. They get it back.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Here's Porzingis. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 7. Ahead. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. Good on the triple. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Cantor, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And then for Dallas, Powell, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway comes in for Josh Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the basket by McCollum.
McCollum, he's excellent at handling the rock. He feels like he can get to anywhere he wants on the court.
Brunson up top. He's guarded by McCollum. No good, unable to end this run. Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. The shot's good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Lillard against Doncic. Pass to Brunson. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Hardaway with a wide open look. It's good on the putback.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Lillard looking around. The pass to Cantor. McCollum right side. A reverse. Back to Cantor. 3 on the clock. Anthony no one around. No good with the triple.
Gotta appreciate watching Lillard give his all on D, showing a real desire to prove himself.
It's all tied in Portland. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to development.
I think it comes from being.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point. They're the group that Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. Now here's McCollum. Over Redick. McCollum, no good. The Mavericks leading. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Here's McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Hardaway for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Hardaway has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs. The Trailblazers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. A 3 from McCollum. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
Got to be aware of McCollum. I mean, he's a competitor, and look, he looks for revenge in these situations.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Brunson, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature
in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for McCollum. And then for Dallas, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Richardson in for Jalen Brunson. And they take the lead. Anthony's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Here's Richardson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Knocked away. And here they come. Nice move. A nice shot by Simons. Now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Finney-Smith. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. From past the arc. And it's Simons missing. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
So lethal in open court situations. Richardson excels at using his speed and athleticism to do damage in transition.
Here's Simons. 1:07 left in the first half. That one good for 2. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Finney-Smith. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Powell, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And Doncic is subbed in for J.J. Redick. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Powell, no one around him. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Outside, Porzingis, Doncic. And it's wide right, hits off the rim. And now Portland on the break. Anthony leading the charge. Kicks it out to Covington. Doncic with the steal. Here's Finney-Smith. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. Justin. And...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. But Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing. The outstanding quickness of Lillard. It keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul on these drives.
Cantor checked in for Portland. Both free throws good from Lillard.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly from outside off the mark.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Here's Powell. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Lillard fires away from way outside, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Once he crosses half court, you need to stay awake because he can drop it from deep.
Lillard against Doncic. Lillard dishes to Cantor. Kicks it out to Lillard. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Here's Lillard. Porzingis with the block. 3-on-3. And here's Doncic from the arc. But they recover it. Portland leading by 4. And now Portland on the break. Porzingis with the steal. Pass to Finney-Smith for the 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. For Portland, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Portland again missing.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Richardson, no luck. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Jones checked in for Robert Covington. And then for Dallas, Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Redick comes in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Brunson, no good. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. McCollum, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Count that bucket. Powell's got 6. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
An outstanding role player. Redick is an incredible sniper. He feels comfortable shooting from just about anywhere.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Cantor. Anthony comes in for McCollum, and it's Simons in for Lillard. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Luka Doncic. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. And Portland making a change here. Little's checked in. Jones for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Fast break, Dallas. Redick's got the ball. Good work defensively by Anthony. Portland leading by 4. Kicks it out to Jones. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Mavericks shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. He has 6.
You see the length helping Cauley-Stein right there? I mean, that's what allows him to be a factor on the boards. Here's
Simons. Brunson covering. Here's Nurkic. Portland again missing. And here are the Mavericks now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Cauley Stein. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You got to give major props to Cauley Stein for using his effective shot fake to draw the defense off the ground. Once they are in the air, he simply just goes up on them.
And it's tied up with that one. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Anthony. To the inside. Here's Nurkic. Here's Simons. Off target from outside. Now Hardaway. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. No good there. It's all tied in Portland. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at point guard. 2 on the clock. Deep 2 from Anthony. They grab their own miss. Back to Jones. Second chance shot. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got 4 rebounds in this game. The wide open look here for Porzingis, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Trailblazers shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Here's Anthony. Here's Nurkic. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Nurkic has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Trailblazers. From deep three-point range, here's Porzingis. Richardson kicks to Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Powell, that's good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Mavericks trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Trailblazers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Back to Anthony. It's tipped.
There's an intensity to Richardson's defense. He puts full effort into it. Loves being that thorn in your side.
Here's Brunson. Hardaway from outside. Dallas, no good that time either.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Here's Jones, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Shooting for Portland.
And that one falls for Jones. A different look now for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Anthony. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. The Mavericks also with a sub. Marjanovic is checked in for Porzingis. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Porzingis with the block. Richardson outside. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Trailblazers leading by 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. Brunson finds Porzingis. Nice open look, but it's no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And you're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
So it's Richardson with the jam.
Wow, sensing the importance. Remember, Richardson was a second-round pick. He had to fight for his spot.
It's McCollum on the wing and stolen by Richardson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Brunson. Porzingis, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Nobody near Lillard. Offensive rebound. Richardson against Jones. 6 on the shot clock. McCollum outside. Another shot. And that comes off the assist by Jones. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
He's an experienced player in clutch situations. I mean, McCollum loves being the guy that takes these important shots.
Richardson, no luck. Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Good!
Love the poison McCollum. He looks comfortable shooting in crucial moments of the game.
From deep. Brunson, no good. Deflects the pass. Back to Lillard. The tray. Connects from three-point range. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Here's Brunson. The Mavericks keeping it alive. A new 14. Here's Marjanovic. Nurkic with the block.
A defensive anchor. I mean, you got to admire how Nurkic uses his wingspan to turn shots back.
Here's McCollum. It's good. McCollum's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Trailblazers.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
He gets the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. So he gets them both. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range. And so it's Portland winning this one. It was up for... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
NBA.
Will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then there's Batum. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the 5 down low. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. George against McCollum. 6 to shoot. No one covering. Terrific talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Cullen passes to Covington. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Jackson kicks to Zubats. And it's Portland with the rebound.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
It's good.
Kawhi is carving up this defense. Love his awareness. He is finding the open man.
Lillard looking around. Kicks it out to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Lillard attacking. And the layup is good.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
Now here's Jackson. Passes to Zubats. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Zubats has got his second bucket.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those two elements all the time.
Jackson against Lillard. Here's the floater. That one goes in.
And just putting his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
Outside, George. Portland trailing here, and here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break that evens the score.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
George against McCollum. Here's Zubats. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. McCollum dishes to Covington. Now the feed to Powell. Kicks it out to McCollum. Lillard against George. Lillard, right side. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Leonard finds Jackson. Zubac's with it. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Nurkic. Covington passes to Powell. He dishes it to Lillard. Covington in the corner. Back to Powell. Pass to Lillard. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Lets it go. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Here's Jackson. Makes it off the glass.
That is a powerful point guard right there. Reggie converting against very tight defense.
And for Portland, they're shooting to start out this game about 43%. Lillard against Jackson. The pass to McCollum. It's Powell on the wing. Back to McCollum. Fires the three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you can't give McCollum any space. Always a threat to pull the trigger.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Jackson passes to Zubac. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Covington kicks to Powell. Nurkic in the post. Chalk up 2 there.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
Ennis Cantor is out there with Anthony. Then it's Jones. Then there's McCollum. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Morris. Now here's Rondo. It's deflected, and they get it back. Lets it go with a 3. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Here's Simons. Kicks it out to McCollum. Here's Simons. Pass to Cantor. Goes up with it again. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Cantor's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. And it's Rondo with the ball for Los Angeles. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Feeds it to Patterson. Passes it to Kennard. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by Cantor. McCollum right side. Back to Anthony. Cantor dishes to Carmelo. From the low block, Cantor, the pass to McCollum. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Man passes to Patterson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Here's Man. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Kennard. Here's man. Three-pointer. And Cantor pulls it down.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Got a piece of it. Rondo looking over the floor. And the pass to Kennard. He feeds it to Patterson. Over Anthony. The putback. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Here's McCollum. And that comes off the assist by Jones. McCollum's got 5.
Never seems to shy away from playing in attack mode. McCollum likes to keep the pressure on the D.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Morris against Anthony. Morris, no good.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Jones. And a wide open look for McCollum. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Pass to man. And he overshot that one, missing.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Cantor inside. Patterson on him.
Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
Man passes to Patterson. To the right side. Here's man. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Man's got his first 2 points. Now McCollum, 5 points in the game. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. McCollum's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. They had the upper hand in the second quarter. They've got a 9-point lead. And that should do it with the second half about to...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's just that good.
You know, you almost take it for granted. You look at his numbers from the first half, they're just expected at this point.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Leonard in at the small forward position. Jackson passes to Zubac.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
Portland leading by 9. Lillard outside. Passes it to Nurkic. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That is his first foul of the game.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
It's how a lot of people play now. Rebounding techniques have changed over the years. Purists would say, not for the better.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Zubac.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Pass to Little. Nurkic, the pass to Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
Great dish from Nurkic there. He really has a sixth sense for those reads.
Jackson against Lillard. Batum scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. Jackson misses.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Here's Nurkic. Keeps it alive and staying with the play, Anthony. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Here's George. Outside for Batum. Hits the front of the rim and out. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And the rejection by Leonard. George with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. And here we go. Goes up. And it's Little finishing it off.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal. And then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. This is the most they've led by 13 points.
Yeah, quick thinking wins Dame assists. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Zubac's with it. 8 points for him. And George with the stuff.
Great hustle by Paul, using his speed in the open court, and then, of course, he's an excellent finisher.
And Covington, maybe not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Fires from 14, and the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 6.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Here's George. Portland grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Little. Kicks it out to Lillard. And there's the pass to Little. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Clippers trail by 13. Here's Leonard. Outside, George. Outside, Batum. Back to George. And he makes that one. George has got 6 here in this quarter. Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard outside. Here's Nurkic. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammate.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Norman Powell is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And that one's good, George.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And here's McCollum for three. That one misses. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to Patterson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Patterson. And Jones sends it back.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Powell, no one around him, buries it from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Cantor, excellent with that read.
The drive by Rondo. Can't hit from in close. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Powell, the pass to Simons. Back to Powell. Three-pointer. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Clippers trail by 12. Outside, George. Nobody near Leonard. Drains it from beyond the arc. Leonard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. It's Powell on the wing. Here's Simons. Powell's got room. Cans the 12-footer.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Here's George over McCollum. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Paul George. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. In the corner, Powell with it. It's stolen by Morris. Oh, and here we go with Rondo. Nobody back. George with no one around. Here's Leonard outside for Rondo. Second shot opportunity, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Passes it to Simons. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Patterson. Morris outside. Kicks it to George. Back to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. That doesn't go either for George. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Shooting for Portland, Anthony Simons.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for McCollum, and then for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris, and it's Jackson in for Rajon Rondo. Good on the shot.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Jackson against Lillard. Covington in the corner. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Clippers trail by 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense, always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
McCollum's checked in for Portland.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Free throw good. Damian Lillard.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
And George with the stuff.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
There's the pass to Lillard. 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Reggie Jackson.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. 36 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Count that one.
Knowing the situation, Kawhi willing and able to take control. Big bucket.
Stolen by McCollum. And here is Powell. Over in the corner, Lillard bangs home the trifecta. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Zubats. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Now here's Lillard. And so it's Portland winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Paul Millsap out there with Bol. Then there's Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's Jokic in at the pivot, manning the middle.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. 4-point game. Inside and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Murray. Good work there as it goes.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Lillard against Murray. McCollum outside. Porter pulls it in.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Murray. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Murray kicks the ball. Portland grabs the miss. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And the basket by McCollum.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Murray against Lillard. Murray the pass to Jokic. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Powell, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Nurkic with the block. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Bol with it. Covington's there. Here's Jokic. Outside for Murray. Pass to Bol. Knocks it loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will say Gary Payton. I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy. He would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And now Portland on the break. Here's Simons. Millsap with the steal. They kick it out to Green. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Got that one up quick. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Denver.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Gordon finds Barton. 6 on the shot clock. Gordon inside, working on Jones, and it's Gordon missing. Lillard dishes to Cantor.
And, you know, Cantor can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Barton bringing it up for Denver. They trail by 3. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Excellent body control around the rim. Barton didn't let the defender distract him at all.
Lillard against Barton. Lillard, the pass to Carmelo. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Portland out. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had
Southwest. I mean, you need to look your.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard. Jones, no one around him. No good on the triple. The Nuggets trail, and the Nuggets pushing it up now. Barton, wide open, he fires. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Barton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Green breaking loose. Barton, no luck.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Simons. And a miss there on the triple. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Down low. The shot's good from McGee. McGee's got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
It really balances out the backcourt when McGee is able to provide points inside. I mean, that's big.
And an intentional foul right there. Foul, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Cantor. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Cantor's got 6.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
Dozier kicks to McGee. Gordon for 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Barton against Powell. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Cantor. It's rebounded by Dozier.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Barton finds McGee. To the wing right side. Outside Gordon. 5 on the clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 5th rebound in this one. Powell. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
1:29 left now here in the second. And here's Barton. 7 points in the game. On the wing, Gordon passes it to Dozier. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 4th rebound in this one. Back to Powell. And 1:01 left here in the second. Here's Anthony. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And the basket by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And Gordon's jumping ability, combined with his reach, make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
Anthony dishes to Jones. The pass to Cantor. Jones against Gordon. Jones, no luck. The Nuggets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Here's Najee. Guarded by Powell. Najee passes to McGee. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. The 10-footer. Najee, no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets lead by 2. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Some good action during the period. That's all for now.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Gotta like what Will Barton has done in this game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Murray out there with Michael Porter, and it's Gordon in at the 3 slot. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Back to Porter. Covington with the steal. Powell with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. McCollum outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got 5 now.
Potent with and without the ball. McCollum is a tremendous spot-up shooter.
Murray with it. It's Jokic, top of the key. The feed to Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
And, you know, this is something Jokic does extremely well. He excels at finding the open man with quality passes.
McCollum outside. Lillard up top. Here's the three. Murray with the defensive effort.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Poked away. Nurkic with the steal. Powell down low. Guarded by Porter. The shot by Powell, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Murray kicks to Porter. Pass to Jokic. Shoots over Covington.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
Nobody near Lillard. The good-looking shot from the wing. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Pass to Jokic. Kicks it to Gordon. Floats it up for Jokic.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Powell finds Covington. Nurkic trying to get open. Covington's shot is off. The Nuggets leading by 3. Jokic with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. At the top of the key, Gordon. Lets it go from deep. But they'll get another chance. Now Jokic. 6 to shoot. Tries again, and it's Denver scoring again.
Jokic is such a developed offensive player. He's really good at taking advantage of these mid-range spots.
Lillard surveying the D. Over Jokic. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Damian Lillard.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Murray dishes to Porter. Back to Murray. The 3. Portland grabs the miss. Pass to Powell. Shakes him. Nurkic trying to get open. And the layup by Powell. And it's now only a 1-point Denver lead.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Murray outside. Outside Millsap. Jokic passes to Gordon. Now, here's Jokic. He's got 6. Gordon kicks to Jokic. A second chance effort. Misses off the right iron.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Now the pass to Lillard. Deep. Cole Millsap with the rebound. On the wing, Gordon. Murray outside. Over McCollum. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 1-point game. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony, and it's Cantor in at the 5 spot. Just 5 on the clock. Jones dishes to Cantor to take the lead. And it's Denver with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Najee passes to Dozier. Outside for Millsap. Barton outside. Here's McGee. Barton outside. No good from outside. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Jones, no luck. Denver in the lead, and the Nuggets pushing it up now. Dozier passes to Najee. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one's on Anthony.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Bol, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. And it's JaMychal Green in for Paul Millsap. Three-pointer, Lillard. And Bol pulls it down. Denver leading by 4. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Back to Green. Barton against McCollum. Pass to Bol. And another miss by Denver.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And pushing it up. Here's Denver. On up the court. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Bulls got the lead up to 6 now for the Nuggets. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Nuggets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Norman Powell's checked in for Derek Jones.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Bol kicks to Millsap. Over to the wing. Fires from the corner. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. Outside for Murray. From 11 feet away, it's good.
Murray's shot is a real weapon for him. He's as reliable a shooter from the mid-range as it gets.
Pass to Powell. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. The Nuggets leading by 4. Murray surveying the D. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And the technical free throw is good.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Covington's checked in. Bol kicks to Porter. For 3, Murray. And it's rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum passes to Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. Lillard on top. He's covered by Murray. Count it.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Denver's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Jokic, and Jokic throws it down.
How about the big-time clutch basket from Jokic? No backup in him, despite the major pressure.
Lillard against Murray. Passes it to Covington. 52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And his teammates love it. Canner taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
Jokic finds Millsap. Back to Jokic. Murray against Lillard. It's Porter outside. Portland grabs the miss.
And it's all about the 3 right here.
No doubt. I mean, the next shot has to be a 3.
Millsap with the steal. Here's Jokic. It drops.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
So we see Denver get the win here. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job. And the starting lineups have concluded. So, welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on DA. Take it.
Hey, Kevin, the map.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Josh Richardson, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And here's Porzingis. On tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the field.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, there's an unselfishness to Luka Doncic, and a pretty pass right there.
Lillard with it, now guarded by Porzingis, and Lillard kicks to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Richardson against McCollum. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Back to Richardson. Pulls up, high post, and Dallas again with the bucket. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. McCollum against Richardson. Lillard outside. No good on the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Back to Richardson. The three ball. Offensive rebound. Porzingis on the follow.
And to me, this is what KP has got to do. Porzingis has the size and length to be a factor on the offensive glass.
It's Covington on the wing. Doncic against Lillard. McCollum outside. Those three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They trail by one. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk. But with that athleticism and his sense for the dramatic and his flair, look out, folks. He can be special.
Three-pointer, Lillard. With the tip, there's Nurkic putting it right back in. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Porzingis can't hit.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed. He is now 3 for 4 to start this game. Clearly, the confidence is already building.
Mavericks trail by 3. Doncic feeling it out. Out to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Lillard with no one around. That three off the mark. Dallas has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Portland moving the ball around. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Richardson the pass to Kleba. Porzingis kicks to Kleba. There's the pass to Richardson. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. Jones checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Simons in for McCollum.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Dallas again missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Trailblazers lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Brunson in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Jones, no one around him. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
Brunson the pass to Powell. That one doesn't go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Jones. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable. And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. Lillard dishes to Carmelo. To the middle. Got a piece of it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here are the Mavericks now. Mavericks trail by 11. Here's Cauley-Stein. And that time, also a missed shot. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Trailblazers. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Cantor trying to free himself up, and Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Stolen by Cantor. And now Portland on the break. And the shot is good. Anthony's got 5 points so far.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
They get it again. Outside for Redick. And the 3 off target.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And so here is Dallas. Portland making their last shot. Brunson, good.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Portland.
Portland leading by 16. And a deep 3 from Lillard. They get it back. Cantor kicks to Anthony. Passes to Simons. Now here's Lillard. Clock at 6. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 10.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
And Cantor over to help. Powell the pass to Redick. Dallas moving the ball around. Hardaway for 3.
Let's go. Come on.
But they recover it. Powell kicks to Hardaway. Second shot opportunity. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Brunson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Count it. And the Trailblazers lead by 19.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Lillard. He's got 12. Rebounded by Hardaway.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Now, here's Cantor. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard from outside. Cantor inside. Powell's there. Cantor's shot is off.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league. Shaq. Bad.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
And it's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter is out there with McCollum. Then it's Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Powell in at the 3 slot.
We know this. Doncic is an aggressive, thirsty scorer. If you allow airspace, even in the mid-range, he's going to make you pay.
Here's Kanter after Luka Doncic's bucket. Kanter, the pass to Powell. Here's McCollum. Richardson, good. Richardson's got 6.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with.
Now, here's Kleba, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. No good from Finney Smith.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Off target with his 3. Mavericks trail by 13. Richardson kicks to Porzingis. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Lillard's checked in for Kanter. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile 1 block.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. McCollum with the ball. Out guarded by Porzingis. Powell for 3. Portland no good that time either. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Richardson. And he drops it in from the low post. Richardson's got 4 points in the quarter. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. McCollum against Richardson. Shot from 16, and the basket by McCollum. 9 points in the game so far.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
From deep three-point range, and it's Doncic missing. Portland leading by 13. Pass to Lillard. It's Covington on the wing. The Trailblazers rebound, kicks it out to Lillard, and McCollum puts up a deep 3. The long-distance 3 is buried. McCollum's got 12.
Well, after netting 1 in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Here's Finney-Smith, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. There's the triple. Another three for Dallas.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
Richardson against McCollum. Outside, Jones. McCollum right side. Kicks it out to Jones. Portland again missing. Mavericks trail by 10. Outside Hardaway. And yes, it's good.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Here's Powell. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Now Powell still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Outside Anthony. He kicks it to McCollum from deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And it's Doncic missing. Jones for 3. Pass to Powell to end the drought. And it doesn't go for him. And so it's Portland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Back to the action after this word. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Portland leading by 8. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Mavericks. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. J.J. Redick is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 down low. Porzingis passes to Brunson. Kicks to Hardaway. From the arc. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. McCollum up top. A baseline J. That's good on the jump shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Powell finds McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Hardaway for 3. That shot misses. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And here's McCollum for 3. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. McCollum's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Trailblazers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Brunson. Dallas, no good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's McCollum. Offline with his 3. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And Anthony sends it back.
Melo just reading the play the right way, put in the extra effort to come up with such a nice block.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Now here's Brunson. He's tightly guarded. Here's Cauley Stein. Dallas again missing. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Mavericks trailed by 19. Here's Cauley Stein. 2 points. That one goes. Cauley Stein's got his first basket.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Trailblazers.
McCollum against Brunson. 13 feet away. Doesn't go for him. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Here's Hardaway. Porzingis on the follow.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Here's Simons, guarded by Hardaway. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Powell. 6 to shoot. For 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. Hardaway has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Cauley Stein goes in. Off on the layup. Portland leading by 15.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Trailblazers.
Tonight they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lillard.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Here's McCollum. The Mavericks making the shot. From 18 feet away. No good off the back of the rim. So it's the Mavericks now. It's a 13-point game. Here's Cauley Stein, and it goes down 2 points.
Nice work inside by Cauley Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Here's Simons. Passes it to Powell. It's McCollum on the wing. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And it would take divine intervention for them now to get back in it.
Yeah, I'd have to say, guys, I don't think the man upstairs is really focused on a comeback.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Richardson with it. From deep three-point range. Powell pulls it in. McCollum feeling it out a bit. They get the rebound. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily. It's an NBA. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, we've got Reggie Jackson. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's George in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Batum. And there's Paul George on the assist by Batum. George has got his team on the board to start the game for the Clippers. McCollum with the ball. Leonard picks him up from 11 feet away. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. In the backcourt matchup tonight, Brent, definitely high-powered at the point guard position in particular. Much more scoring expected than in decades past.
Well, I think guys have the green light, Kevin, to fire away at the first available opportunity. The offense isn't taught the same way with orchestrators at the point guard position. Now guys are looking to be overly aggressive with their scoring prowess and to try to make plays sometimes feel secondary.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Jackson against Lillard. Jackson kicks to George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got his second basket.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
And the versatility of Paul George's game, elite defense and rebounding, steals and deflections.
And you think about Paul George moving to several teams, yet still having the impact on both ends of the floor. I think that is a telltale sign that you have an elite talent in Paul George.
And here's Jackson following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
The drive by Jackson. And Batum kicks to Jackson. Pass to Zubac. 4 on the clock. On the wing, Jackson. He's guarded by McCollum. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Rajon Rondo is checked in for Reggie Jackson. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Covington wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, due for a miss after 4 of 5 to begin this one.
Batum passes to George. Outside for Batum. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers leading by 3. To the inside. It's McCollum on the wing. Passes it to Nurkic. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Covington. That shot no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Lillard against Zubac. On the wing, George. Outside Rondo. George dishes to Rondo. George with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Los Angeles with another miss. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And there's the pass to Powell. Nurkic trying to get open. Clippers trail by 3. Up top, Zubac. Guarded by Powell. Over in the corner, Batum. Outside, Rondo. Outside for Batum. Nurkic with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. McCollum with the ball over George. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
Well, CJ, as soon as he gets a step on you, you're pretty much done. Aggressive right there in transition.
Rondo passes to Zubac. Back to Rondo. With the floater. Leonard against Nurkic. Zubac. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Covington with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Here's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Misses the three. Clippers trail by 3. Outside, Batum. Back to Zubac. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
7 seconds left in the first quarter. And here's McCollum for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Anthony is out there with Derek Jones. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Jones, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Jones has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Portland. Jackson deciding where to go with it. To the paint, trying to find Kanter. Gets it to him. McCollum with the bounce pass. And they pick up 2.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Pass to Patterson. Anthony against Kennard. Out to Morris. 5 to shoot. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you inside, outside, and in transition.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
Stolen by Jackson. And now the Clippers on the break. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Jackson's got 5.
The improved touch of Jackson, especially from range, now making him a multi-dimensional threat.
And it's Simons missing. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Jones, the pass to Kanter. Jones in the post, guarded by Jackson. Jones in the post. Jackson on him. The offensive rebound. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Jones.
Such a big part of what he does for this team, just work and work on the boards, generate second chance opportunities, and hopefully convert.
Now here's Jackson. He has 5. Pass to man. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot. That one rolling around and rims out.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Melo buries these kind of shots all the time. It seems like there's not a difficult shot in Melo's handbook.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Outside Jackson. The dish now to Patterson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now here's Lillard. Now here's Powell. Tries again. Kicks it out to Covington. No one near him. The putback, and Kent are able to finish.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside Rondo. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. Powell with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Rondo dishes to Morris. 17 seconds left now here in the second. Patterson, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Patterson's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Outside Rondo. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
Good defense.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that does it for our halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Batum. And it's Zubats in at the 5. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Clippers trail by 5. Here's George. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. And it's Lillard missing. And Los Angeles guys shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Outside for George. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 5. Out to the right wing. Lillard from outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, George. Inside. Jackson passes to Zubats. Shoots over Nurkic. Zubats, that's good. Zubats has got 7 points in the game.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
George against Nurkic. Back to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. The three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And stolen by Lillard. Here's Powell. Finished off the break.
Good hands by Lillard. You cannot get lazy or he'll pick your pocket and go the other way.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jackson kicks to Leonard. Passes it to Zubats. The three from George. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the pass to Zubats. Back to Leonard. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic seeing an opportunity there to make the impact defensively with the block.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And now a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, their energy level's been amazing. Battery bar still full, hustling and still working hard out there.
Knocks down the 3-ball. Covington's got the lead up to 13 now for the Trailblazers.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
George passes to Zubats. George with no one around. No good again that time.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Nurkic with it. George picks him up. Powell kicks to Lillard. Launches it. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from George.
You can only do so much right there. It's a good challenge on the Paul George shot. It didn't matter much.
Lillard against Jackson. Lillard, right side. He's off on that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Up top, Leonard, covered by Lillard. Leonard dishes to Batum. Had the space there, but it's offline.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper, just unable to do so.
Stolen by Zubats. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Powell for 3. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We'll return shortly. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Los Angeles guys shooting at a decent 44% clip here. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Anthony is out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. And it's Simons in at the 2-guard. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Patterson. Lillard scanning the floor. Jacks up a 3. Kennard with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Patterson. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and that's an intentional foul.
really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Zubats is checked in for the Clippers. On the wing, Jones. Dishes it to Lillard. No good from outside.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Anthony, and the rejection by Zubats. Good on the shot. Now Rondo. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. They need to avoid that.
And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Now, you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find him.
Rondo against Lillard. Los Angeles making a switch here. George is checked in. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Outside Anthony. He dishes it to Lillard. Count it from 12.
Man, both on balance and on point. Damian working through that mid-range area now.
Outside, George. Outside, Rondo. Back to George. Shot clock at 5. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And so Lillard will bring it up to the Portland Trail Blazers. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. The baseline J off the mark. Clippers trail by 9. Zubats with it. George looking around. He kicks it to Morris. Back to George. Lets the three fly. Good work defensively by Lillard.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Zubats finds Patterson. There's a minute 47 left in the game. Anthony with the defensive effort. Trailblazers leading by 9. Back to Jones over Morris. And it's Jones. That time on the assist by Anthony. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Now, here's George. After the miss from Damian Lillard. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Pass to Simons. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Zubats back to George. And that one's drained from the low block.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Here is Lillard. Kicks to Cantor. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
So the Trailblazers win it. A solid win on the road for them. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.